To the meat and potatoes of everything. First, I want us to like go around, just talk a little bit about our kids, so that way they can understand. Because I don't care what nobody say. All of them different. And when I say all of them, I mean, and like I said, don't y'all judge my heart, but I don't know all the technical and medical terms and all that. But you know, just kids who are different, who have who have actual special needs. But my son has autism. I know they had. At one point, they had the different levels. And I think my son would have been like level 3 or something like that. I think it's 5 altogether. But he's nonverbal, autism. What else can I say about that? I think, I forgot what they called it before. But basically, like I was saying, level 3, he was diagnosed when he was about 2.5, 3, where it seemed like he was developing on track, although there was things that I should have saw or that I did see. But here's my thing: when my son was going to daycare, it's not a lot of other black kids there. It was him and one other little black boy. And what I noticed first is that he wasn't progressing speech wise like he should, but the other little black boy sounded just the same. So I was like, maybe this is like maybe I'm just not talking enough to him, or in my job, I did not want kids beforehand. I ain't know nothing about no kids. So I was like, and I didn't have that instant connection that a lot of moms talk about. That's one thing that I did notice. Okay. So I was like, this is like a little alien that just came out of me, low key. So I don't know him. He don't know me. Like, so I just feel like maybe I just didn't talk enough to him on his younger years. But that's one thing that I noticed that probably should have been like a telltale sign. Like, okay, something's not right. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's my son. And then Alicia, with your daughter, what was like your beginning stages to tell, you know what I mean, that because your daughter's on the spectrum. So I want you to dig a little deeper into that.
Okay. Same for you. She was a typical child up until like 20 months, we started to see her speech regress, and she stopped talking. She was doing sentences, three-word sentences that went down to 2, went down to 1 word, went down to nothing.
Same.
And so, then her behavior started to change. When people would come around, she would go run and hide. Like, she was literally fearful, and I was like, something's not right. And then it went down from there.
Men. He didn't want to be around men like that. Still to this day, he's like legit a ladies' man. Like, it's crazy.
Yes, and what else happened? Also, sensory processing. She couldn't be sat, like the trampoline, she had to bounce off of stuff, fall. It was just, hers was autism and sensory processing. She is nonverbal.
Oh, okay. And your daughter is
12.
I said it already. Okay. And what about you, Shannon?
Well, bug diagnosis, we found out when he was 2 weeks on his newborn screening test.
Okay.
When I brought him home from the hospital, he was not latching, so then he wasn't eating the bottle. He was losing weight. He slept all day. He was real lethargic. Like, he slept a lot. So maybe like 3 days, when I brought him home, I had called his doctor, and I was like, he's not eating. Something's not right. He's sleeping, because he's my second child. So I'm like, it's different. So, but his doctor was like, but just give it some time. Some babies, they sleep a lot.
Right.
He, start, taking the coddle off of him, let the air hit him so he'll wake up. We was doing that, and he was just tired, like, all the time. And so when his 2 weeks results came back, they said, we need to see him, like, right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then from 2 weeks, from his 2-week checkup until he was like 4 to 5 months, we was in the hospital because of just, it's new, and he was the first baby in the state of South Carolina to have this specific.
Stop.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
So even like during your ultrasounds, they never picked up on,
No,
okay.
he was born like he was like growing, developing.
Yeah.
So it was like, the only way that I could have told that they probably would have known if I did the genetic screening test while I have it. But I don't even think during that time they was really pushing it. It was like such a big thing at that time. So but when he was born, that's when he kind of found out. So it's been, but during the years, he do have like traits of autism. Like, he really got a sensory issue, like different touch to catch up, like where he don't like anything squishy on him. He did have speech up until he was 3.
Okay.
And he had a stroke.
Oh my God.
So then
I'm sorry.
he did went. His developmental delay went down then, and then it was kind of like we started all back over because it was like a baby all over again.
Girl, that'd be the thing for me. It's like as soon as you tackle something,
it go back. It was like, what in the world? Like,